In this video, I discovered that German trains really aren't always as punctual as you might think. My name's Claire and I'm taking trains across Europe. Join me today as I travel from Stuttgart, Germany to Paris, France. Good morning from Stuttgart, Germany. We're doing the back-to-back videos again. I've just finished videoing my Nightjet train. So I took a Nightjet sleeper train from Vienna to Stuttgart last night, and now it is 11 AM and I'm here in Stuttgart. I'm only here for like 3-4 more hours before I take the train to Paris, and then I've got an evening in Paris tonight before taking the Eurostar back to London tomorrow. But I thought I would just vlog my day. Yeah, it's going to take me from this city to Paris, and then just in Paris this evening. So hopefully it'll be interesting for anyone who is travelling around Europe or looking at train travel in Europe. But first I need to head to a cafe and find a plug because my battery needs to charge before I can vlog all of this day. Alright, I've just had a coffee and a smoothie, very liquidy breakfast at Dean and David, which is a German coffee chain. I've been to them before in Berlin, and they do it's like a better Starbucks. They do good coffee, they do smoothies, juices, and they do like quite healthy wraps and salads and bowls and stuff. But I didn't get anything, I didn't fancy any of the wraps, salads and stuff. I think I am going to get a poke bowl before my train from somewhere else. So I just thought I'd have a smoothie, get a bit of fruit in, and now I am by the Neues Schloss. The city of Stuttgart had humble origins as a stud farm. In fact, its name comes from the word Stuttgarten, apologies for my awful German pronunciation, which literally meant stud farm in Germany. The city dates back at least 1,000 years, but it developed most in the 17th to 19th centuries when it was part of the historical German territory Württemberg, which was part of the Duchy of Swabia. The Neues Schloss behind me was a Baroque palace built for the kings of Württemberg, and it dates back to the 18th century. I know the modern city of Stuttgart for being most famous for cars and also being in the south of Germany. I knew that it was quite a popular wine growing region, so I was quite impressed with all this historical architecture. It wasn't really what I was expecting. On the less glamorous side of travel, I decided that I really do need to get my ticket printed for today, because I didn't get it printed for the train that I was on yesterday. If you saw my last video, you'll see that I was having a bit of a worry that I wouldn't be let on the train because I completely forgot to print it. I didn't realise till it was too late. And this one, it does also say at the top, please print before travelling. So it will probably be okay as a digital form, but I thought I may as well try and get it printed as I do have a bit of time here in Stuttgart. So I'm just looking for the copy shop that I found on Google now, which had good reviews. German's not bad. I mean, I know that says entrance in the passage. Let's go. Alright, I have a ticket on paper, so that's good, and yeah, that's all my admin done for Stuttgart. When I was doing some research, I was reminded of the one thing that I really wanted to see here, which was the City Library, which is seems to have this strange 2D design. It looks very aesthetic, but in a very sort of modernist, clear-cut way. It's meant to be one of the most Instagram-worthy spots in the city. So I love a library anyway, so I thought that's definitely something that I want to see. But yeah, other than that, it looked like the main things to do in Stuttgart were car-related museums. It's one of the world's biggest car producers here, which, I mean, I just have a car to get me from A to B. I don't, not really my kind of thing. So yeah, that was sort of the thing that was top of my list. But it was nice, the area by the Schloss that I walked around as well. I think they also have a spring festival, which is like Oktoberfest but in the spring, which would also be cool to check out, but it's August, so it's not the spring. So yeah, I decided to take a slightly longer walk through the gardens just because it's a little bit nicer, a little bit more nature. Nice to see the pride flag there. The bridge I just walked over goes over a busy road and it was quite wobbly. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure that's what is meant to happen. But yeah, it was a bit unnerving. I could just feel it wobbling as I walked over. do like these parks. This is one of my favourite things about Stuttgart so far. I like how they sort of run between the main city centre and the Hauptbahnhof, the main station, but they run sort of along the side of it, so you can walk the whole way. Like, it's a little bit longer but not too much, and yeah, it's just loads of sort of interconnecting park. There's a few statues, there's huge life-size chests, which is quite cool. Free toilets as well, which is always good. I'm just walking up to a lake now too, so yeah, really nice place. I was here for a bit longer, I'd stay here for a bit and read my book and just relax. It's very feels like a very relaxing space, like a green lung. Right, this is what it looks like from the outside. I found the 2D area, but it says please use another door. Damn it. I just walked 4 flights of stairs up, and I think all the other entrances you have to use another set of stairs for, so I think I'm going to go all the way back down and all the way back up. I'm a little bit out of breath in case you can't tell. It seems that all the lifts are out of order too. So let's try these stairs. 4 more flights of stairs. I am so sweaty, it is ridiculous, but I'm nearly at the top of this building. Oh, I'm dripping. Not sure if this actually goes down or if I'm gonna have to walk down more steps. Seem to have found a lift. Hopefully this takes me somewhere. Alright, just got out of the Stadtbibliothek. Originally, when I went into sort of the ground level of the area, it just looks very white, very pristine, very modern, but I wasn't like blown away by it. But then I went up, I think like 4 flights of stairs, and when you look at it from above, you do actually see sort of the 2D effect, and you see how all the shelves look a bit 2D and stuff, so that was cool. Then I went up to the rooftop, which was nice. There's a nice view of the city, but for short people like me, the fences were a little bit too high. But it was cool to check out. I'm going to head back to the station now. I've got about an hour till my train, but I want to get my bag, get a poke bowl, and hopefully, if Stuttgart is the first station on this train route, which it may be, I'm not sure, hopefully I'll be able to get a seat before the crowd. Look at this solar powered bench where you can charge your phone, and it looks like there's Wi-Fi on it as well. That is so cool. So I got to the station with an hour to spare, and then it was delayed by an hour, so I ended up waiting there for 2 hours. Alright, so finally on the train. It's actually a really nice train. I thought that it was first class even when I walked in, because it's very spacious, and I mean, not super modern, but just feels very spacious and spaced out. Yeah, no, this is definitely the right carriage. There is a delay. It said it was an hour delay. It might still be at the station for another 20 minutes, but I'm just glad to be on the train now. So while the train was very delayed, it was such a nice carriage. There was so much legroom, the seats were really spacious, and it just felt very modern and clean. It was very quiet until we crossed the French border, and then quite a lot of people got on in Strasbourg. I did actually have a reserved seat on this train. I booked through Trainline, and it seemed to reserve me a seat on the Deutsche Bahn trains, but on the OBB trains in Austria that I got a couple of days before, it didn't reserve a seat. So I don't know, maybe different train companies on Trainline have different protocols for reserving seats. After all the delays, I was pretty hungry, so I ended up going to the restaurant car and getting a croissant and some honey. And before too long, although an hour and a half delayed by this point, we rolled into Paris East Station. Alright, and I am in Paris. I have just checked into the hotel. Quite nice actually. It was like got the most budget friendly hotel I could find that looked comfortable. Falling over my shoes. So I will do a tour when I get back because there's only an hour and a half till sunset and I want to go to the Eiffel Tower and I'm just going to get some picnic food like a baguette and some cheese and just sit by the Eiffel Tower as the sun sets, and then I'm going to come back and go to bed because I've got to be up very, very early in the morning. But I figured I need to at least get a little slice of Paris even if I'm only here for an evening. Also, it's crazy to think that I was in Vienna last night. And since then I've been to Stuttgart. I was in Austria this time yesterday. And today I've been to Germany and now I'm in France. Like, Europe's borders are hilarious. Anyway, I'm gonna very quickly freshen up and then head out. I was gonna go to the Aldi just across the road to get picnic stuff, but it's closed for like 2 months. So I've got to go to the Lidl. I found a Lidl close to the metro station that I'm gonna go to. So I will go there and get my stuff and probably get some French wine to take back with me as well. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. All right, I made it to Trocadero. I am looking at the Eiffel Tower right now. It's looking pretty good. It's very, very striking. In all honesty, I'm not the biggest fan of Paris, but the Eiffel Tower is very imposing. There's no denying that. It's very like omnipresent, so it's nice to come and see it. And I thought, what better way to round off my Europe trip than to eat a bit of bread and French cheese. And I've also got this grainy salad and watch the sunset. Well, don't really know when the sun's setting actually, it may have already set, but watch the sky change at least in front of the Eiffel Tower. Alright, it is just before 10 PM and I'm back in the hotel. I was staying like a good, well, it was only really 15 minutes in the metro, but then it was walking either side. It took me so long to work out which exit to go out the metro. I was staring at the map for ages and it just wasn't making sense to me. I don't know what was happening. But yeah, made it eventually. And I'm just gonna have a shower and basically lay my clothes out for tomorrow and probably just get in bed and read my book and then go to sleep. I need to be up at 5:30. It's 10 o'clock now. I'm aiming for 6 hours sleep and anything more is a bonus. And it takes me a while to get to sleep normally, so if I'm asleep by 11:30, I will be very happy. I'll just do a quick room tour. So this is a really, really small room, but I really like it actually. It's compact, but it's like, it doesn't need to be any bigger than this. It's a room for one person, so it's a single bed, but it is a large single bed, I'll give it that. So this is the bed, and all that feels much comfier than the train I was on last night, I'll tell you that. Oh, do you know, backpacking in once you're over 30, it really hits different. My back. Right, there's some place to hang clothes here, and then more sort of storage space here. Obviously I'm not really going to be needing any of this because I'm going to get all, well, I am packed, but I'm going to be even more packed in a moment. Tea and coffee here. There was also a bottle of water here, but I took it out with me. And then this is like a miniature workspace. 3 plugs here. There's a plug by my bed as well. And what does this light do? Ah, turns this on. That's good. So I can read with that light. So plenty of plugs and stuff like that. Yeah, huge mirror here. And the window is just here, and there are blinds outside and they're electric. So yeah, they're just going down now. More storage space here. So yeah, I mean, if you're staying here for a few days, there's like plenty of room to unpack. Even though it's a very small room. And then the toilet is just through here. So we've got toilet, sink behind me, and shower. My only complaint is the shower floor doesn't look completely clean, but I don't know if it might be stained. I don't know, but it is only the shower floor. So everything else is pretty sparkling. Like anything else that's messy is because I already messed it up. So yeah, that's my only issue really. Jazzy carpet, which I'm not sure about, but other than that, yeah, I really like this room. Oh, there's also a telly here, which I'm presuming, yeah, the telly like comes, I'm not gonna watch telly, but the telly comes out. So if you're in bed, you can watch it like this. And then when it's time to go away, you just fold it back. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this place. I think I only paid about 60-70 euro for it, which for Paris in the summer is not bad. I'm going to just double check my emails just to confirm how much I paid, because the hotel I stayed at in Switzerland ended up costing more than I thought it was going to. But I had already paid for this. I paid for it when I booked it. Let me have a look. £68.19. So yeah, about 75 euros or so. So it's, you know, it is only one night, but it is Paris and it is height of the summer season, so I didn't think that was too bad, especially because this room's quite decent. I had one last thing to report before I sign off for the night, and that is when I got off the night train this morning, one of my trainers must have fell out, one of my running shoes. So I've been walking around with just one trainer in my bag all day, and I'm just gonna have to leave the other one here, aren't I? Because there's no point just taking one trainer home. And my Birkenstocks, they are very comfy, but I've done a lot of walking this week. I'm gonna tally up all the steps now, actually. Like, I think I'm close to 100,000 steps in the last few days, which is probably also why my back is hurting. So my Birkenstocks are comfy, but they've rubbed so much, even though I haven't really been wearing them that much to walk, but they've rubbed so much on my foot, so I've got a massive blister now. So yeah, that's what I thought I'd sign off with. Yeah, I'm gonna have a shower and go to bed now, but I will be back tomorrow for my last video of this trip. And I'm actually taking the Eurostar back to London, but I did upgrade to Standard Premium, so I'm going to be making a video about whether the Standard Premium upgrade on the Eurostar is worth it. I don't actually think I've ever taken the Eurostar before. I've done the Eurotunnel like 50 times, but I don't actually think I've ever done the Eurostar. So I won't have anything to compare it to, but I'll give my full review of Standard Premium anyway. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been interesting. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of Stuttgart and some of Paris. And I will see you in the next video, which will be uploaded next Saturday. Thank you so much. Bye.